winds that blow.
Hi, it's Adam Sass from StayOnFountain.com. We're not just doing blogs anymore. Oh no, we are doing vlogs, guys. Vlogs, video blogs, blogs on a video screen. I know I'm like 50 years behind on this technology. I wanted to talk about my fantastic VHS journey. Okay, so my DVD player just broke on my TV. Well, I have a 2001, you can see, combo DVD player. So there's a DVD player right here which busted. And then I have down here my very precious VHS player. Now that works like a beaut. Summer of 1996 was a time when Don't Ask, Don't Tell jokes were delighting audiences across the globe, from the Scream movies to the Bond movies. Most importantly, the following people weren't crazy yet. Tom Cruise, Eddie Murphy, Helen Hunt, Whoopi Goldberg, Val Kilmer, Nicolas Cage, Matthew McConaughey, Demi Moore, John Travolta, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Mel Gibson, and Marlon Brando. I'm just kidding. He was well crazy by then. Mission Impossible. I saw this in a doubleheader with Twister when I was a kid, and my God, I cannot remember a better double feature ever. I mean, I don't even think I do double features anymore. It costs like $17, and there's no way to movie hop nowadays, especially in California. What a terrible time to be a moviegoer. It had a really awesome twist. I was completely caught off guard. I'm still, technically, even though I've seen it 1,000 times, still caught off guard by the fact that the entire team gets wiped out in the first 10 minutes, and then he's got to create this whole other team. And it's just really, really fun. You know what's not fun? Mission Impossible 2. Mission Impossible 2 was a James Bond movie, basically, for Tom. It was a big Tom Cruise jack-off fest. He must have not got his jack-off done enough in 1999 with Eyes Wide Shut. The next year, he had to go jack off some more, looking like the douchiest douche there is in that fight. He might as well have been wearing like an Ed Hardy shirt the entire time. That movie was so unbearably douchey. You had this crack team of guys. Now, the internet was out at that time, but it was sort of like, you know, not everybody did it. So there was this big scene where Tom Cruise is on the train and he's talking to Ving Rhames and he's saying, "We need somebody in our team who knows how to use the internet. I'm the best internet guy there is. Nobody's better than him about the internet. You need to use the internet for this mission. You're not going to want to do without Ving Rhames." Okay, Jamie Gertz in Twister, she's like the therapist, fiance of Bill Paxton, who's brought along on the Storm Chaser mission, and she's super fun. I love that movie. So she's driving along, and she's got one of those cell phones, you know, and it's kind of old hat now, the big giant cell phone, but she takes out the cell phone, and she's having these like therapy calls during these things. She goes, "Hello, oh, I can't really hear you, the reception's not too good. Let me just pull up the antenna." And then, ta-da, you got Philip Seymour Hoffman, Oscar winner of Capote, and he's renowned, and he's a national treasure now, and he's playing like long surfer blonde hair, and he's extreme. If I ever run into Philip Seymour Hoffman, I'm going to tell him that my favorite role he ever plays is in Twister. And it's kind of not going to be a lie. They're really good, and they're, more importantly, just really filled with memories. I grew up in sort of a farming community during my formative years of middle school and high school. I mean, I'm from Chicago, but I lived in Illinois. It's farm country, really, for about 8 years too many. But, you know, I did grow up around a lot of this sort of scenery that was in Twister. When I saw Twister driving to the theater and driving back, I might as well have been driving through the set. If you're going to grow up gay during your formative years, please do it in a town of 1,000 people in the mid-90s in the middle of fucking nowhere. There ain't no better place to grow up gay. I swear to God. It was mwah. Independence Day, of course. What can I say about Independence Day that has not been said already? Bill Pullman in the same summer as Bill Paxton. Man, the master, Harvey Fierstein, who really should have gotten an Oscar for his role as the, oh, well, forget my lawyer. Oh, crap, the aliens are killing me. Gay character in The Rock. That guy was the hairdresser. They got Sean Connery out of the jail cell, and he was all scraggly, and we got to give him a nice haircut before we go to The Rock. And this barber comes out of the door, and Sean Connery's like, "I can't believe this fucking faggot touching my hair." And except with a Scottish accent. I forgot to do a Scottish accent there. The barber's, you know, kind of clipping Sean Connery's hair and is like, giving little, you know, "Hello Americas" to the screen, and just being an overall just minstrel show. Not that I'm accusing Michael Bay of ever performing a minstrel show for mass audiences. After he cuts his hair in the hotel, this massive gunfight takes off, and it's everybody's running around in craziness, and what does the gay guy do? Oh my god, he runs into this elevator, and I'm not even kidding you, just goes like this in the elevator for the entire scene. They kept cutting back to him, and I just remember people's reactions in the audience just being like, cut to him again. But then they cut to the guy afterwards after the big gunfire's up, and one last juicy comedy relief cut back to the gay guy in the elevator, and he just goes, I just want to know if you like my haircut. It was a simpler time. In fact, let me find this guy on IMDb. He was on the show Boston Common, I know that. Let's see, and Yes Dear, but who saw that? Okay, I pray to God on IMDb that he is listed as faggoty hairdresser. That's the only IMDb title I will accept. Paul, the hotel barber. See, they had a little restraint there. They didn't call him the gayest guy in the world hides in elevators. All right, let me just give you a quick rundown of the movies that were 1996. Jack, where Robin Williams ages way too fast. Courage Under Fire, where Meg Ryan decided that she didn't want to be cute anymore and then never was cute again. Escape from LA. Kurt Russell surfs down the LA River. Like, just takes a surfboard and surfs it. Phenomenon, Striptease with Demi Moore, a PG-13 stripper movie. I'm all for it. Multiplicity, Michael Keaton. I know it's like the same summer they did Eddie Murphy. I think you can kind of put the two together and see Oscar goes to Eddie Murphy. Matilda. What happened to that girl? She was like in everything. She was in Mrs. Doubtfire. She was in Miracle on 34th Street. She was in Matilda. That's about it. I think she's married now. Week after week after week after week after week, there was always something really fucking fun to do at the movies. Plus, movies cost about $5 at most. And there were actual dollar theaters now. The dollar theater now is $6, and you gotta go before noon on a weekday to just an AMC. My God, LA sucks. So what's the difference between then and now? Was it really just that, you know, I was 13 and an idiot? Were these movies actually using interesting people, and it was right time, right place, and this was like a golden era of the summer movies? Is this the end of an era? Like, or have I just gotten snootier? Am I like a snob now? Am I a snob? Do I not let movies in now? I want to let movies in still. I think I do. I let Inception in, I let Inglourious Basterds in, but these are movies that I can kind of get hoity-toity about. There's not a lot of movies right now that are, you know, sort of ice cream that I can really throw my weight behind. So I don't know about that. That makes me really sad. But I am not a snob, and I can still enjoy these movies, and I love Twister, and I love Independence Day, and these are good movies. And, yeah. Are you with me?
Puff, 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 puff your cares away.